Hello and welcome to the southern part of Florida and the amazing road down to Key West. Taking off on a flight to Miami, there renting a car and going first into the Everglades. Driving right through it hoping to capture some of the wildlife, for which the Everglades are known worldwide. Right now the pilot is preparing for landing in Miami and then we're off. Everglades National Park, our first main target. At the moment we're hiking at the Anhinga Trail, which is the name of the birds. And as you may notice, the pictures are pretty wobbly because at this time there was no camera with a stabilizer, and the whole film is a transfer from old VHS tapes.
Right now we are on the Anhinga Trail.
Again, these birds are called Anhinga and eat mainly fish.
They are excellent divers, but when they want to fly, they have to dry their wings first.
There we spotted an egret.
Anhingas again.
Those two Anhingas are watching carefully as a crocodile is approaching. They would be an easy meal.
Nice eyeballing me. No food here. Little channel here. Bit windy and overcast.
Actually, very windy.
Wild, thick growth all over the place, with air plants growing up on trees. We keep our eyes trained to the sky because there's so much to see up there.
That was a beautiful start of our vacation in Florida. 1997. Beautiful start of our vacation in Florida. These trees come only out when there is a major fire. Then the seeds germinate, otherwise they will.
This tree is being enveloped by a strangler fig. Eventually it will kill the tree. An elevated trail leads right through the middle of the mangroves. Quite interesting to see the bewildering growth of those mangroves. They regulate the tides and protect the inlands from the stormy seas. Hurricanes are part of nature and they happen quite frequently here. Also, the mangroves offer great protection for the wildlife.
In 1960, Hurricane Donna destroyed all these mangroves by blasting it with 180 miles winds for 2 days.
I'm guessing the white foam is some sort of pollution. Quite stormy winds.
This is Flamingo City in the Everglades.
An egret flying away.
She's quite clear on this one. That's an echo pond. Yeah, Flamingo City.
This looks like a nesting place for the ibis.
I missed them almost. Let's see if they land at the same spot again. There they come.
For the last half hour I've tried to get closer so that I don't have to use the telescopic lens and get away from the chitters. But to no avail. There's too much swarm around.
Oh, look at the fingers. Nice reflection too.
Nice, various species together. Blue heron and hinger.
That's a flock of ibis. We just seen one stalking in front of us a moment ago.
Ibis.
After the beautiful cardinal, we just visit the campground in Florida City. nobody here.
For us, it's time to head back to our own accommodation, our model in Florida City.
We were lucky to be in our model to avoid the torrential downpour.
A relic from old times, the original boat from the film of African Queen with Humphrey Bogart and Audrey Hepburn. At the present time we are in Key Largo and getting ready to visit the Bennekom Coral Reef. It is the largest coral reef in North America, and we're making the trip with a glass bottom boat. But first we have to negotiate out of the many canals that exist here and past those luxurious, fancy estates and taking shots of whatever we see. Here a nice pelican.
And we even get the sun out after we had a tropical rainstorm last night, as you could see in the pictures. Discovered the egret on the top there. This one just caught a fish. It's trying to swallow. There it goes down, you can see that. A little bit closer.
This egret is getting attacked by other birds. They want to chase it away from their territory.
Stalking its prey from the rooftop of a boat.
We have reached the open waters of the ocean and try to see some coral reefs.
What's that very line thing down here?
That straight line thing in the back window.
They dropped it.
No, what happened, we are over an area right now where there was some wreckage. Prior to 1935 Flatbush Railroad, when unfortunately they ran aground here at Molasses Creek, the wooden barge has long since deteriorated, but even some 50 years ago. No, ours? Anybody from Maine? Okay, our lobsters taste better. No. It's kind of rare to see them out in the daytime. They only come out at night. They're nocturnal. Fuzzy in appearance. Every now and then you'll see a purple one. And the sea fans are part of the soggy whips. Now when you're looking at the sea fans and they're brown and fuzzy in appearance, they're a fish. There it is. looking out in visibility. And some elkhorn coral here in our front window and underneath. Gray angel. In the back window there's a piece of brain coral, and right next to it's make that transition from shallower to deeper water. So I'll spend a few more minutes with you. It's in the process of dying. Yeah, that one, the large one.
This was a 2-hour trip to see the coral reef.
We are back in Key Largo. We'll stay another day and visit the local state park. Weather is nice and warm, and maybe we can go for a swim.
Coming back from the reef area, we visit a state park with the same name, Penacam State Park. State Park.
Making a rest stop and taste the local pizza.
It's right on me. Right on our table.
On the road to Key West, we will be hopping from island to island, crossing many bridges, going straight over the ocean.
Lots of little lakes in Alaska.
In the distance you can see the road we just left behind, and we're hopping from island to island, crossing a total of 42 bridges, the longest one being 7 miles. Spectacular achievement of modern engineering.
Scanning over the bridge, we hit the Gulf of Mexico. Pretty soon we'll be running over that. Here there's a picnic area under the palm trees. This is how they camp in Florida on the Keys. That's a campground here on an elevated boardwalk. Otherwise you would be tenting in the swamp. Oh, beautiful, got the bear now.
Just sightseeing the area in the late afternoon.
This is the next day.
Just the seeds of the plant. Nice red in color.
There is lots of spiders here.
Nice spider at work.
Pretty soon we'll be leaving the campground and driving over the ocean. This road is beyond my imagination. Never before have we seen such an exciting adventure on the road. Hopefully The rain will not come down.
That was a section of bad road conditions. Happens every once in a while.
No more.
We are now on the 7-mile bridge on the lower Keys. The bridges and the road is an engineering marvel, but more than that, the early city that built a railroad out here are to be admired.
In the early 1900s, the dream of a multi-millionaire building a private railroad came true, but 30 years later, a hurricane washed the whole project right into the ocean, with the tracks and part of the train still resting on the ocean. Of course, there was also loss of life. It has now become an attraction for scuba divers and other people that snorkel around the reef area. We have arrived at Key West, the southernmost part of the United States. Main Street in Key West on a normal day.
We are now in the garden of Ernest Hemingway House, which we will enter in a couple of minutes.
Inside the house of Ernest Hemingway, I think he had 16 cats.
This is where Ernest Hemingway lived most of his life.
I forgot what to call those trees. The lighthouse and the beach we will see in the evening.
We are on our way to watch the famous sunset at Sunset Boulevard, where there's also a small market with lots of souvenir stands.
Mama with an iguana. We are watching people on a sunset cruise. There's lots of people present. The place is full of excitement and a lot of noise. Now, an hour later, just beautiful watching those boats slowly drifting by.
A beautiful sunset is followed by a nice sunny day.
On the left side, the Atlantic Ocean, on the right side, the Gulf of Mexico meet.
It took 7 years to build a railroad.
Coming up is a gap in the bridge. I don't know what for, whether it was abandoned or broken down. At least 100 meters wide, and an opportunity for daredevils to jump over it, if they like. Commemorating to the people that died on September 2nd, 1935.
One of the worst hurricanes in US history. Over 500 people died and the railroad was washed into the ocean.
Visiting another aquarium.
They all turn into what is called a terminal male. So they start out in life as a female and end as a
Oh,
male.
a big turtle coming here.
We have another type of grouper in here that's quite
It
rare.
ran up to me.
Nearly as common as the black-faced grouper. It has that big mouth and big lips. It has some broad, dark, and white stripes down his back. I'll him out. Come by. Another game fish that's wrong on the time of year that you can't keep these fish. Ray, that's this brown, it's like a bee stinger would. Right
These are baby sharks.
Found the suction equivalent to 12 to 15 Hoover vacuum cleaners. I'm going to pick up a baby nurse shark for you in the shell life exhibit so you can get a closer look at them. They have quite an overbite in their mouth that you kind of need to slurp up their food to get it in there. And they make up for that poor eyesight with the gargles that they have. Kind of looks like a thorn bush. It pretty much curls up during the day. At night is when it feeds. It'll open out all those arms.
Okay, slide forward. The fins on Nicky's sides are called pectoral fins. They're used for braking and for steering. The large fin on his back is the dorsal fin. It's used as a stabilizer, much like that of a keel of a sailboat. Powerful tail flick is the motor. Used to repel him through the water and speed up the boat.
Classy has been practicing. You'll notice that Classy's whiskers have popped up. They're not supporting the weight of the ball, they're just telling her which way that weight is shifting, so that she can make the proper correction to keep her nose under it. Good girl, Class, give yourself a hand. Well, Sassy is cheating. She has her mouth open. She's balancing that ball on 2 points. It makes it a lot easier for her. But while Sassy cannot balance that ball as well as her sister, she has a very good toss. Try this at home with your dog. One more time, Sass. Great big target. Give yourself a hand. That was very nice. Good. Step in the middle and face the audience. Kiss hold. Good. And now put your back right in front of Sassy. She would like to give you a great big hug. Good. Very nice job. That was fun stuff, huh? Are you sure you don't eat fish? She looks kinda silly, huh? Sorta like she's sticking her tongue out at you.
Now we are in the Everglades, just wandering about and watching the crocodiles. Sometimes we even meet them on our trails, have to stop and let them go by. There is a lot of different wildlife here we've never seen before. Wow, what a beautiful ramp.
An observation tower.
We've reached now the halfway mark and climbing up on the observation tower.
And Anhinga drinking water. A big bird likes to catch fish. Excellent diver. We did not trust this croc. We waited until it disappeared into the water.
All over the place, crocodiles are lurking, even on the trails we are walking on.
Nice teeth. Beautiful picture we got now of that croc. I always say croc, it's an alligator actually.
We are on a coach tour.
Giant grasshoppers we have never seen before. Interesting, but creepy crawlers. Luckily not present where we come from.
It is raining. Always wind blowing.
A classic example of a strangler fig on a tree.
Eventually they will kill the tree.
The last pictures of the Everglades are coming up. We are about to leave it, and Big Cypress Bend is the last place where you can actually still encounter the Florida panda, but it's a very elusive animal.
Chances of seeing it are very slim.
And right now we're driving north on the coast of the Gulf of Mexico. Beautiful white sand beaches are coming our way. Before the day is over, I take a quick plunge into the ocean. The water is nice and warm.
Nice dive.
Pelicans fishing.
But I think they came off empty.
Quite interesting watching those pelicans dive bombing, catching fish.
This one just swallowed it.
Lots of birds around, even though it's pretty late in the afternoon.
The sunset is coming up. The pelicans are still fishing in full force.
Nicely done, but now it's getting time to concentrate on the sunset.
This was always our favorite time of ending a nice, memorable day. Thank you. Good night. And the next morning at the same place, same beach.
Looks like a big reunion meeting going on.
A nice cleaning and preening.
Oh, quite a few other birds present. We have never seen those birds, and also egrets, herons. Another unknown heron species to us. What a beautiful bird. Ah, caught a crab.
I'm lucky, it's just a bit there at the right moment.
Oh, it's a crab.
A glimpse of a raccoon. Those are spoonbills.
Freehand with the telescopic lens is very jittery. But I still want to keep it.
This was another private bird sanctuary on the Gulf Coast of Mexico, and now we have landed in the city of Tampa, taking a sightseeing tour and visit famous bush gardens that has quite some interesting animal shows, live entertainment, acrobatic and theatrical entertainment, and is a well-known theme park. Weather is quite summer-like, around 35 degrees Celsius.
We're gonna see the zoo here. Whatever else there's to see. Beauty.
A fantastic Egyptian pavilion.
Because there's quite a few people here and also children. Occasionally it will get quite noisy.
tigers trying to sleep in the shade.
Rare white tigers can be seen here.
Coming up is a nice water cooling on a hot summer day. Free of charge.
Lord, capture it right again. It's a huge splash. Wow. Beauty.
A nice tour on a hot summer day. Now we're getting involved with some monkey business. Unfortunately, too much noise.
Taking a good look at our ancestry and orangutan. An iguana.
A large flock of flamingos.
Quite a big variety of animals to see, especially birds. It certainly could be called a well-stocked zoo. That's a spoonbill looking for food. pair of ground cranes, a koala bear that eats only eucalyptus leaves,
Steps are being taken to preserve their Australian sanctuaries and to protect against the diseases to which koalas are susceptible. In addition, certain habitats. Perhaps most promising of all for the future of the koala is the unconditional affection people universally have for the quizzical-looking, potentially cuddly species.
They are found on deserts and farms, as well as in forests and most major cities. The female weighs just about 3.5 pounds, the equivalent to the camcorder you're holding right there. Despite their size, red-tailed nesting in the spring and prior to laying their eggs, the mother's breast feathers will fall out, and she will line the nest with them. This bare patch exposed on her breast will warmth as she settles on them. During warmer months, pretty silent, huh? Bars and fringes, which function as mufflers.
This is the original Night Stalker, the great horned owl. His name is Cole.
And do not attain their characteristic adult plumage for several.
Let the screech owl size mislead you.
The battle eagle is similar to the great white shark in that during the day it's constantly. You may witness an amazing aerial display of spontaneous identifying it virtually unmistakable. Darwin is one of only 3 of this species to only build as many as 6. If another eagle intrudes within their domain, they will protect their turf by engaging in a most unusual form of combat. The 2 opposing birds will clasp onto one another and remain motionless for up to a half hour.
For over 50 years, Anheuser-Busch has been a respected leader in its effort to preserve our
We did not expect to see elephants here. Neither did we think to see white tigers. Quite a few wild animals.
Look, he's so good on his face. Trying to cool off.
A nice surprise for everyone was they offered free beer on a hot summer day. I guess that will not be available anymore, but we were still on the lucky ones. Too bad there's a lot of other noises going on, so the music is lost totally. We are coming slowly to the end. A religious building with a beautiful garden surrounding it. We are about to end our first half of the Florida vacation in the year of 1997, where we concentrate more on the natural side, the wild side of the state, leaving out all the modern facilities that Florida is known of, like Miami and Disney World. We will visit them in our second part. Thank you.